O ayan, start na tayo mga sis, mga mams. Okay, maganda yung bill na nakuha natin ngayon. Mix po tayo ha, mix. So, may maharlika, may muraita, pero manage your expectations. Okay, mga sis. Ito yung unang bag natin. Amoy yayamanin. Benta natin siya ng 150. Wala pang issue to. Inspired siya ha. Baka mamaya, expectations nyo ha. Wala siyang rubs. Walang problema yung rubber lining kasi wala naman siyang rubber lining. Oh, may papa siya. Oh, sige. Sa mga gustong mag-mine nito, pa-mine code, mine 150. Mine 150. Oh, sino may gusto? Mine 100. Grabe naman to. 150 na nga lang. Tinawaran mo pa talaga. Hindi kaya ng 100 sis. Bigyan mo lang ako ng kahit 20 pesos na tubo, ganyan. Sige, 130. LP na yon. Mine mo na sis. 120. Sige na nga. SSD mo na. Ayan. May pa-free na akong 20 sa'yo ha. Pa-confirm ha. Confirm ka sa mga floss ha. I-send mo sa PM yung picture. New miner ka sis. Pa-click doon sa profile picture ko. May lalabas dyan. Lilit yung video ko. Tapos, meron dyang chat icon. Yan. Tapos, click mo doon. Doon ka mag-send. Okay? Send mo sa akin, ha? Sis, baka naman bumalik pa sa akin. To baka nang i-RTS mo pa ako, ha? Okay. Next natin, branded tag. Dahil pre-love tayo, alam na natin. Authenticity not guaranteed. Okay? Korea Bill naman to. So, medyo mahilab-hilab naman siya. Okay, dito sa ating Speedy LV, 3,500 pesos. Code mine LB Brown. Ay, ang dami. Bakit ang kuripot nyo nung 150 pero nung LB? Okay, sige. Sa'yo na to, sis! Hi guys! Ganun ngang mag-mine code. Alam niyo na ang by now, kung hindi pa rin natatry na mag-Shopee Live or Facebook Live kasi unti-unti na niyang ino-occupy ang social media space. So, aabangan nyo yung mga bags na ipapakita ni seller tapos, unahan kayo. Para siyang auction in a way. Pero, instead of raising the price, minsan nagtatawaran pa. Tapos, minsan ang unfair na from my experience, ang unfair na nung mga tawad ng ibang buyers. So, a little backgrounder on where these bags are coming from. Iba-iba yan. If you are familiar with the words muraita, which means like the really cheap ones, really ukay-ukay ones. Most of these bags are coming from bales. Ano yung bales? As we most likely suspect, these cheap bags are probably coming from China, the cheapest ones. Kasi, as you know, before, tinantambakan ng mga, not really just the Chinese, but a lot of first world countries export their garbage to China. And China, basically, they process them. Hindi lang naman bags actually recycled hardware ng computers where they process the precious metals out of it. So, nakakakuha sila ng copper, gold, ganyan. Same with, second-hand bags or mga ukay-ukay stuff. They all not necessarily just come from China. Some of them, a lot of them come from elsewhere. So, sa bags, I saw one video recently where isang malaking warehouse, nilalagay lang nila sa baling bags randomly. So, if you look in Alibaba or AliExpress, meron siya actually category wherein they say bags for bail, women's handbags for bail. I'm not sure how local sellers, if they are accessing this or dun sila bumibili, but I've seen local sellers, they are actually the ones that are selling the bail. So, baka binili nila yung isang buong container from China, tsaka nila nire-retail as bales dito to separate sellers. For example, this one that I know of, she sells a bale for around 6,000 pesos. And then, you get 40 to 50 handbags, which kahit ibenta mo siya ng 150 each. Bawi ka pa rin, pero sometimes makaka-jackpot ka ng mga LV, mga Gucci. But then again, authenticity not guaranteed. So, anyway, yung Moraita bags, these ukay-ukay bags are at the bottom tier of the bags that you can buy online. There are the middle tier. These are yung mga pumipili talaga ng bags. So, a lot of these you would hear are coming from Korea or Japan. Actually, Japan medyo higher end din. Korea kasi, I heard from one seller, hindi necessarily lahat ng bags na middle grade are coming from Korea. A lot of them have been sourced by Korean sellers from all over the world. Tapos, tsaka lang nila ibibenta sa mga contact nila dito sa Pilipinas. So, you'll see these videos then online of how sa Korea, there are ukay-ukay na nakaganda. Gusto ko nang pumunta doon. You will see the bags are very top-end, high-end. So, medyo may quality naman. No? I mean, medyo good condition naman yung mga bags na nanggagaling sa Korea. And the array of brands, ngayon ko lang na-realize kung gaano karami. Now, I'm hearing these brands na Brera, Justina, Sisley nga, ngayon ko lang din narinig. Apart from the Korean sourced bags, there are also these, like I said, Japan bags. Japan has a credibility among online sellers na pag galing sa Japan, most likely legit yan kasi bawal ang fake sa Japan. So, kung may mga kamag-anak kayo or friends who've been to Japan, they have probably been to these places in Ginza where they sell ukay-ukay bags. Pero yung ukay-ukay bags na dun sa area na yon, dun sa mga second-hand shops na yun, o mga LV, they are for sure legit. Kasi may mga authenticators sila doon and you will see naman the quality of the bags. I'm not saying na all online sellers are honest about this. Sometimes they say, oh, Japanese source ng bags, but they still end up with fake ones. But most likely, if honest to goodness, galing sa Japan, jajakpat ka. One time, I was talking with a friend. She's also a bagaholic. Tapos, naloka siya kasi she looked online and she saw that they're selling authentic Coach bags for 1,000 or less than 1,000, less than 1,500 here. Sabi niya, oh my God, dito sa US, ang pinakamurang Coach bag is around like 7,000 pesos. Seryoso ba yan? And he said, no, kasi here, if they say authentic, it's an actual word for a tier ng mga imitation, ng mga inspired. So, there's top grade, there's authentic, there's replica, yung mga parang sapatos, di ba? So, you also need to be aware of that. Like, authentic quality ba yan? I've spent so many waking hours watching these online videos to know. One telltale sign na you've ended up in an authentic or yung mga imitation bags channel is if yung mga bags na naka-display ay may plastic sa handle kasi that's one sure sign na mga top grade yon. Hindi siya pre-loved. So, pre-loved and mga top grade, those are different. Pre-loved kasi, there's a mystique in pre-loved bags kasi there's a history to the bags within itself. So, you're hoping na, well, all of us who are venturing into the pre-loved bags shops, we all hope na maka-jackpot, makakuha ng totoong Louis Vuitton and all that. Different strokes for different folks. A lot of practical girls would say na, ganun din naman yan. At least ako, alam ko na yung binibili ko is of authentic quality. I know what I'm going in for. Hindi na ako aasa. Hindi na sila umaasa dun sa jackpot. For now, I'm speaking for those who are into pre-loved bags. Uso naman ang ukay-ukay dito, but to transcend this kind of business online, and some of them are really succeeding in this. It's quite ingenious, diba? I think if you're gonna start online selling of handbags in particular, this is the way to go. Hanap ka ng source ng bales ng bags. Well, certihan siya, but you also have to have a certain skill of, fixing bags kasi most of these bags that you get out of bales, hindi siya ganun kagaganda. Kung gusto mo siyang ibenta ng better price, you need to have a certain presentation for them and all that. I think some of the online sellers, dun sila nag-fail kasi basta lang nila binibenta yung bag na ang alikabok, tapos lukot yung leather, ganyan-ganyan. Siyempre, tatawaran ng buyers yun ng sobrang palugi kasi the buyers are thinking na uubusan ko pa ba ng oras yan? Lilinisin ko pa, hindi ko siya pwedeng magamit sa Monday. Okay, for example, etong bag na to, diba? Ang ganda, diba? Mukha siyang LV Epi, pero hindi siya LV. Paka-inspired. Alma. Mura ko siyang nabili kasi meron siyang color transfer na akala ko madali lang matanggal. Akala ko i-wipe out ko lang, tanggal na siya. Tapos, if all else fails, i-glossy paint ko lang tapos na. But no, diba? Mahirap pala siyang tanggalin. Pero may naisip pa akong ibang solusyon dyan. We'll see. Mura ko siyang nabili, not more than 300 pesos at 200 plus. Pero yun eh. I mean, it's generally in okay condition. Kaya ko pa siyang irampa kasi one side lang naman yung nangarap, diba? If the seller could have fixed this before she sold this to me, siguro pwede pa niyang mabenta to ng 600, double the price. But then again, she got it for a really cheaper price. Sa bail niya nakuha to. So, it probably is half that price na rin na nabenta niya sa, which is fine. That's how commerce works, diba? Bakit ba sobrang patok ng pre-love bags? Hindi tataka ba kayo? All of a sudden, everyone's into these pre-love bags. Tagal lang may ukay-ukay sa Pilipinas, but now, it's become a craze. Kung nakita niyo yung mga videos ng JNT na mga binabalibag nilang mga parcel, most of those are pre-love bags.